Maybe because I don't want to see them. Okay, thank you all so very much for coming. Before I really dive into this speech, I should really start by giving a proper disclaimer that this speech contains a little bit of strong language, or I suppose more accurately, examples of strong language, as this speech really is about strong language in and of itself, the nature of swear words. Swear words, in my personal opinion, are a really interesting facet of language, as in, like, they're this bundle of words and phrases that we all know to be bad or socially taboo, yet it's hard to find people who don't use them. It's hard to go throughout your day without hearing just a slur of them every single day or using them yourself. So for this reason, I thought it was really interesting to just take a few minutes to actually go through a very slight introduction into the nature of swear words within language, using the 5 different types of swear words as illustrated by Steven Pinker in a video he did with Science Network, and it's called The Language of Swear Words, appropriately. So, without further ado, the 5 types of swear words. But before we get into this, I'm not here to say whether it's right or wrong to use swear words. It's all an information speech. So, without further ado, the first type, abusive swearing. Abusive swearing is pretty self-explanatory. It's using a swear word to hurt or verbally injure another person or group of people. I feel like I don't really have to give an example of this. I mean, it's just any of the hard words that you know aimed at another person in order to tear them down in any way, shape, or form. So, moving on from this, we have cathartic swearing. Cathartic swearing is that swearing you get in a sense of alarm or shock, basically when you stub your toe and scream "son of a bitch" or something along those lines. I would say what makes cathartic swearing interesting is it's an addition to the catharsis that comes from the ow. From the initial, you stubbed your toe and you exclaim something, and oftentimes that's a swear word of some sort. And cathartic swearing somehow provides a sort of mental relief for you right after you stub your toe. So moving from this, we have idiomatic swearing. And aside from the daunting name idiomatic swearing is quite simply swearing in a comfortable setting, and in a casual setting amongst friends, whenever everybody in the group understands that we don't have to watch our language here. So from there, we have, I would say the final 2 are the more nuanced of the 5, and take a little bit more explanation. The first, you have a dysphemism. A dysphemism, to help explain, I will start by explaining a euphemism. Euphemism is basically taking a harsh word and replacing it with a softer one in order to lessen the blow on your audience. So when you're discussing something that nobody really wants to talk about, so you acknowledge that and apologize for having had to talk about it by using a euphemism. So instead of saying so-and-so died, you say so-and-so passed away. A dysphemism is the complete opposite of this. It's basically when you purposely replace a soft word with a harsher word in order to convey these harsh negative feelings in your listener. So instead of saying this is some bull crap, you would say this is some bullshit. See what I'm saying? So moving on from dysphemism, we have the very last one, and that's emphatic swearing. Emphatic swearing is, simply put, emphasis. It's an addition made to your point or your statement in order to articulate and emphasize it. So instead of saying this garage is really kind of dull color-wise, you would say it's really fucking dull color-wise and really conveys a stronger emotion. That said, that is the basic quick rundown of the 5 types of swearing. If y'all are interested in any more of this information, I would highly recommend checking out Steven Pinker's research on the subject. He has several videos on YouTube, ranging about an hour long, so if you're not looking to give an hour of your time to this sort of thing, check out Vsauce's video on the subject. Michael here knows it's good stuff, and it's only about 10 minutes of your time. So, with all of that said, all good, I'll simply leave you with a quote that I feel does pertain to the subject if you take the political scheme out of things, and it shows how we're all just kind of a little drawn to swear words. And it's a quote from talk show host Dick Cavett, who says that censorship often feeds the dirty mind more than the 4-letter word itself. Thank you all very much.
You did it like that, you did it like that.
Was it understood?
It's 450.